tonight. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa, Miami Dolphins.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times 2 interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost knocked the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and a big turnover there. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Finding Gaskin underneath. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And able to get this across the 20. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run for it, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up. On the handoff, it's Gaskin, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
2 and now on 1st down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The CD, I know it's just his... So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own... This is Gaskin on the carry, and he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember when playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And taken right on the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 36, Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Got a man, it's caught. inside the 10. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Jackson will keep it, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Tua. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
The play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
There he goes left side, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And now this is going to be close. The defense. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Carter now on the return. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On first down, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Tua to throw. Able to connect with Fuller. And that, not at all what they were hoping for. He does stop the clock, but it eats up precious time and winds up losing yardage. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage. That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the second quarter, barring a penalty. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action. Now Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Ravens, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get the weekend